Even though there are some who call the Swac a pass-happy league, it's the running back position that creates balance, toughness, and culture. These three running backs I named will be, in my opinion, the top returning running backs for year 2023. From speed to power to the main ingredients to create a stable running game. When I say these names, you're going to understand why I think they're going to be I repeat, the best running backs in the conference. Now, if there's a running back who is new to the SWAC, remember, this is the returning top three. Not the best already or not the best potential, the returning top three running backs in our chama. What's good, everyone? This is Raw Truth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. I've been very excited to talk about this certain topic, the top three returning running backs for the SWAC in 2023, in no order, because I don't want people to assume, oh, this is the best running back because I said their name first. It's just the top three. And some players that I named may not be the best, but may put the most yards. Or somebody that is the most talented would play in a more pass-happy, not pass-happy, but a balanced offense. So they may not have the most rushing yards that season, but they will put a lot of yards and get NFL looks. Starting off, Caleb Johnson, former player of Mississippi Valley State, transferred to Prairie View A&M, a match made in heaven. Prairie View A&M returns a lot of upperclassmen linemen, which will help boost his rushing numbers. This is a perfect fit for him. And the way that Prairie View A&M runs the ball, he's going to put up a ton of numbers. Now, the quarterback position of PV, and I've mentioned this multiple times, has to be resolved to keep teams honest. You don't want teams to keep stacking the box. It doesn't matter how good your run blocking is. If you don't keep teams honest, they're going to blitz all day, night. So looking at the numbers, last season was very tough for Caleb Johnson because he was the only offensive weapon. Defenses knew that and tried to stop him no matter what. Last season, he had 524 yards and 2 touchdowns. The offense was not good at all, and it did him no favors. If you look at his past seasons, he had more rushing yards in 2021. That was his best season, 1,000 yards, 1,000 plus yards, that is, 8 touchdowns. And he averaged 4.7 yards per carry. In 2022, that was his season low, 3.6 yards per carry. He's a home run waiting to happen. Trust me, the yards per carry will increase in 2023. Bubba McDowell is going to make sure that. Now to the next running back, the JSU favorite, Savion Wilkerson. He was really the offensive player of the year for that team. I know Shadir put up big numbers. Shout out to Shadir Sanders, and I hope he does a great job at Colorado. No ill will. It's just, he's following his father. No problem with that. But if you talk to anyone that knows football, the reason why Jackson State went undefeated in the SWAC, and remember, there were some close games. There was games against Alcorn State that was close, and there was a game against Southern that Southern fought back and made the game closer. Savion made sure that his tough running ability, breaking tackles, was needed for that offense to go to another level. And when Jackson State lost in the Celebration Bowl, it was not because of a bad offense. The offense did exactly what they need to do. They were running, they were passing. The defense didn't do the job that it needed to do. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to go on a tangent. If the JSU defense stick to zone, you never know what would have happened. When Jackson State went to zone, the North Carolina Central offense did not gain as much yards. Look at the numbers. But let me digress. This is how much of a beast Savion was last season. Everyone knew, coaches, fans, all alike, knew that Jackson State was a passing offense. They were very pass happy. And for him to rush for, I repeat, 1,052 yards, 9 touchdowns. I repeat, 1,152 yards and 9 touchdowns. And you add 160 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. For him to do that in that type of offense goes to show that he is going to be a catalyst for the Jackson State offense. And Maurice Harris, look out for him. Maurice Harris, the offensive coordinator of JSU, is going to make sure he gets his touches. He's going to make sure he's going to get his receiving yards. This will be a more balanced offense, fast-paced offense. I'm trying to tell you that Jackson State offense is going to be clicking on all cylinders. I cannot wait for the spring game just to see a preview of that. Really can't wait for the season. But I believe Savion can do even better than he did last year. And the good thing about this new Jackson State team with Coach T.C. Taylor, he's going to make sure that it's all about winning. He don't care how many yards a quarterback get. He don't care how many rushing yards somebody. He's going to make sure the best player, which will be Savion for 2023 on offense. And you got talented receivers like Malachi Wyman, who no one in the conference could guard, and I respect every single DB. But let's keep it real. And then Trevante Rucker, another receiver who should have played more last season, speedster. Look for him to contribute right away. They're going to put up points. Man, and ironically, this will be the year that this is the toughest in the Swac. I believe the Swac will be its best it's been in a long time. All of a sudden, T.C. Taylor, who is a great coach and a rising coach, if he can have a really good year in the toughest of the toughest Swac schedule, that's going to bode well for him in his career. Lastly, now this is going to throw a lot of people off, but if you look at the grand scheme of things, you will understand that this one player will be in the top 3 in rushing in the Swac for 2023. His name is Floyd Chalk. Now you're going to say, DJ, he only had 400 plus yards. If you look at the big picture, notice that Grambling State as a team rushed for 5+ yards per carry, and they didn't run the ball enough. This is where Tony Hull would come in, the new offensive coordinator. Just watch what he does with this offense. Floyd Chalk will be utilized more. He has quick feet. He's agile. He's a one-cut guy. He's one-cut go. He's not trying to dance all the time. Smart reads as a running back. And you could put a lot of yards in the Swac with that type of mindset and strategy in the run game. He has a big-time future in his career in the Swac. And if he builds off his freshman year, look out. With Maurice Washington trying to get drafted, of course, and good luck to that brother. I hope he gets drafted. Or if he doesn't get drafted, I hope a team finds him in free agency. He's going to put up numbers in the pro day. He is fast as hell. Look out. Expect Floyd Chalk to be the leading rusher for Grambling. I think he will average close to 1,000 yards. If he gets 1,000+ yards, I would not be surprised at all. And if he gets, meaning Floyd Chalk, if he gets 1,000+ yards, that would mean Grambling State will have an above 500 record. And that will make the Swac even tougher. I've always said that the blue bloods of the Swac have to be great. That's how you strengthen the conference. You got to have your blue bloods with history to be great. Now, Swac is going to be tough this year. We all know about Jackson State, FAMU, but what about Texas Southern? The once 58 freshmen are now juniors in year 3. Then you got PV with their talented run game. And then you have Arkansas, Pine Bluff. Yeah, they're rebuilding, but you don't know who they're going to be. And then you have Alabama State, which has a solid defensive-minded team. The list goes on. So I'm excited for the season. I wish the season could fast forward like that, but we gotta wait. But this is my top 3 list heading into the season. You never know what's gonna change. Maybe there will be a new running back who's a freshman that will shock the world. Who knows? But this is Raw Truth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Stay blessed, and I'm out.